Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And here's Torres. Torres!
Any attack containing Raúl is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raúl is different and has a greater appreciation.
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Gonzalo Ramos. Bebeto. Now it's Raúl.
Oh, great feat, that.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Swept in. Deftly away. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Timber. Played into the middle. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Ronaldinho.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Carvajal cuts it out. And it's Fernando Torres. Threads one in. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Serginho. Now it's Villa. Raúl. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. And it's Kukçu. That's very neat. Can he latch on to this? Timber just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Serginho, played in, deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. He rises! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And he shoots! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far, a little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Barcelona merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. And it's Neves. Knocks it out wide. Serginho. And now the breakaway. Now it's Villa. And this is Torres. And that's nice and simple for the keeper.
Guardiola.
60 minutes played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Nuno Mendes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And Bebeto! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Substitution for Barcelona, number 21.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Serginho, number 20.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Number 22.
Bebeto charging forward, the ball at his feet.
On the field,
He came in hard, very hard.
number 6.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Barcelona leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Rafinha. Great vision.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rafinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we're done. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Torres. Fernando Torres. Now, who's going to be first? He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Oh, such a clever touch. Roberto Carlos. And this is Hazard. It's Hazard! Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And here's Torres. And it's Fernando Torres. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Nicely aimed pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Looking to play him in. There will be a throw-in. Pings in across. And he's taking no chances there. Roberto Carlos! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Carlos clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Now it's Batistuta. Hazard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nicely shaped ball. Bullish header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Terrific header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Roberto Carlos gets... Decent chance! Cleared without complication. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. And it's Batistuta. Indonesia were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Hazard. Looking for the run. Rice. Now, can they get him away? It's not an especially good pass, that.
There will be
Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Torres. No, that's been intercepted. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Now it's Torres. He's got away. And it's Messi. Messi. Now it's Rice. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hazard purring through... And he shoots! Koundé is there to clear. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's looking to catch him up. Mendes is onto this. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Rafinha. Now it's Villa. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he'll shoot here! Goal! Finally the breakthrough!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Picked out brilliantly. Great chance! Ødegaard. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Indonesia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Very nicely done. And Torres! And with that, the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Please be reminded.
Khan claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Van de Ven. And it's Cannavaro. And it's Koundé. Looking to play him in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's run loose here. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move. Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rafinha. David Villa. And here's Torres. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort.
Costa Curta. And Rafinha. Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
There they go, hunting again.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played out to the left flank. And that is a little undercooked. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now it's Mbappe, out towards the flank. And this is Hazard. And he's played it back. It's a threatening ball. Messi. Hazard. Now it's shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Ball driven towards the far post. Lovely bit of skill. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Goes for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Number
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Torres. He's found a way past. Rafinha. Played back. Passing is crisp and sharp. So much time and space here. showing good feet. No, he refuses to take the bait. And Torres! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And that's put paid to a promising move. David Villa with the slide tackle there. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's certainly onside here, and he whips in across.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, well played, lovely. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Substitution.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. David Villa. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
That's a sharp pass. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Villa. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ribery. Hazard. Time added on 4 minutes. Played in with purpose. So that's it. It is all over. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. David Villa picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Torres stood his ground strongly. Lovely feet. Now this could be a chance. It's Ronaldinho! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Taken back almost at once. Searching pass he's played there. And this is Bale, face to face with the king. And the shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mbappe. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's made sure that's not getting through. div1. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Can he get on the end of it? Platini! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And this is Bale. It's Bale! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And it's Ronaldinho. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona take the lead. And here's Mbappe.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, he's got a shot. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go...
And the first half is done. Barcelona are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. The second half then, just getting going. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Now it's Platini. Platini! That's a decent clearance. Ronaldinho. And Mendes. And here's Ronaldinho. Played with finesse.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Kante defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Tries to play it through. David Villa. Mendes has it in a wide position. And there's the shot! In with the challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's really nicely played. Conte. Oh, it's come loose. And he welcomes it in. Torres! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Bale. Driving forward. Mitoma. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that is that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
In Paul Scholes, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
Van Bouten. Not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Ball's gone out of play. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And no, he's seen through all of that. Park Ji-sung looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Serginho's cross, and he's cleared it back out. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Villa. Pressure coming in from all directions. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. Face to face with the keeper. And he's there to belt it away. And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve. And the volley. No, not quite.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's picked out the run. Bale receives it in a wide position. Picked out brilliantly. Mbappe. Goes looking wide. Luis Suarez. And this is... shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Now it's Kimmich. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Ronaldinho. Serginho. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Luis Suarez. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Park Ji-sung. Busquets calmly anticipates.
1 minute at a time.
And here's Suarez. Knocks it into space. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. There's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Scholes. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. And he's straight offside. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Serginho. Now it's Villa. It's Park Ji-sung. And he's lost his man here. Shot a goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Ronaldinho goes short. Ronaldinho. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Luis Suarez. Succumbs to the pressure. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Villa. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So we've reached the hour mark. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Scholes. Mbappe. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. He's found a way through. And here's Bale. And it's Park Ji-sung. Out towards the flank. Rodri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Scholes.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's a sharp pass. Barcelona desperately searching for the winner here. That is good strength. Oh, that was vital.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
There they go, hunting again. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Koundé. Shot, surely! David Villa is flagged offside. Van Bouten has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Bale. Number 20, Ronaldinho. Number 27, Serginho.
Kimmich.
Number 14, Park Ji-sung.
That's a cute ball. Vardiol cuts it out. And that's it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.